All right, well, here we go into game 4. Remember, ZenoAkoop has to win 4 games in a row right now. So AVUltima's got to be feeling pretty good, but he's got to keep his cool. ZenoAkoop is the defending champion. We know that Zeno is a smart player. We know that, oh, there he goes. ZenoAkoop has taken the build that he's used time and time again. He hasn't taken lizards. He's taken squirrels instead of lizards. Maybe trying to, but AV has skunks. But Zeno does have those 3 tier 2s to try and adapt to what happens in the mid game.
Zeno's gone for skunks as well. Maybe deciding that, okay, not going for skunks and trying to deal with AVUltima's early game without them. Maybe he thinks that he's going about it the wrong way, so instead he goes back to this build. The squirrel, 3 tier 2s, and the badger. So here we go, game 4, AVUltima versus ZenoAkoop. AV on 3 wins. If he takes this, he takes the entire tournament. And we have Zeno to the northwest in red, AVUltima to the south in green. And I bet AV is feeling very confident right now.
Very confident, but also very nervous, heart pounding, hands are sweating. We won't know who will win until the end, of course. Looking at this map here, AVUltima again with lots of good natural expansions. ZenoAkoop with only one to the west as the closest base. He could take that base that's very close to AVUltima's right here. That would be a nice base to take. It's surrounded by water and surrounded by cliffs. So he decides to do it. Dual commander visibility. You can see the scouting patterns of each commander. See both players trying to cover as much of the map as possible or burrowing back. Their next, whether it be a farm or a warren.
Okay, both players going for that 7 farm warren yet again. We're seeing this every single game. No player has gone for any cheese. Obviously, we've seen moles since last tournament. The mole rush isn't anywhere near as effective as it used to be. With those pigs being on more health, that mole rush is really hard to pull off. And against experienced players, it's just not going to work out anymore. Like we saw last tournament, we saw some mole rushes happening, which are pretty silly. They were pretty funny to watch, but we haven't seen anything like that in this tournament.
I think the game just isn't right for mole rushes. Twitch chat believes in AVUltima with about 2/3 vote going for AVUltima over ZenoAkoop. It will be history if AVUltima, who didn't even make it to the top 4 last tournament, manages to take out ZenoAkoop in a straight sweep of 4 games to 0 in this best of 7 grand finals for Clash of Comrades July Joust.
I think we've seen a different AVUltima than we saw last tournament though. This AVUltima is comfortable in any situation. And look now, he's going for squirrel mole. He's going for the squirrel mole push. Those pressure plays, but this is actually bad. Zeno's going for those squirrels. Unless he can win a fight right now, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Those MG nests are out now, and that's going to really hinder AV's progress. And here we go, his fight.
Squirrel's getting taken down, but those warrens are taking a lot of hits. One warren does go down. There's a lot of squirrels still left alive, and AV is smartly tanking all of those machine gun hits with his commander. So 2 warrens going down for ZenoAkoop. AVUltima's, I think, won that fight.
Yeah, definitely. Losing that infrastructure is a much bigger deal. Obviously, he can rebuild those fairly easily, which he is doing right now, and they build really quickly. But all AV lost was just some reinforcements, and now what he's building on the back of it, he's building an expansion. He's building falcons, which is going to be great against those skunks. And he's going for another fight again. I think this is a mistake.
Bringing those waves in, those skunks are out. They're going to start putting down fire. The machine gun does go down. It's a minor victory, but he's sacrificed a lot of units. Looking at that army graph, the unit values have switched. ZenoAkoop very far ahead in army now to AVUltima's army value. And those skunks, I think, are going to make all the difference. AVUltima has put out those falcons. He's a grid counter.
Okay, he's got the falcons out now, and that's going to be a big deal. He needs to keep that falcon alive. It is going to be essential to winning. But look how many squirrels Zeno has now.
Ooh, that skunk almost going down. The other skunk almost dead as well. Trying to lay down some fire, then the squirrels die.
The falcon dies, and that is a massive deal, and AV is going to lose this expansion.
It's a lot of food that he invested into that expansion, and now desperately AVUltima doesn't have any machine guns, anything to fall back on. So ZenoAkoop, is he going to take this victory and start to come back, or is he going to try and push further? It looks like he might try to push further. The skunk does go down, though, without firing another shot. So the hawk is still alive at 5 health. The rest of ZenoAkoop's army gets taken out. He's got to be careful of that skunk fog, which is still hanging around the field there.
Okay, that was a good win for AVUltima here. I think this means that AVUltima can get back in this. He can rebuild his position on the map. It looks like he's maybe going to go for that base. I think this might be pushing it a little bit. Here we go, here's another fight.
Ooh, that skunk goes down. Falcon's still alive.
First time that skunk.
And skunk is coming in, but the skunk goes down as well. Every unit in this army going down except for 2 squirrels from ZenoAkoop, so ZenoAkoop coming slightly ahead here. Look at the army values, again, slightly ahead. Both commanders losing a lot of their armies.
We just need, I think AV just needs to build more squirrels right now. Zeno's winning these fights because he has a massive advantage in squirrels. He's only got 3 more, but that's a big deal when you're up against falcons. AV needs way more squirrels, but he needs to be careful with those skunks as well. He needs to make sure that he can burst down those skunks.
Right.
So maybe he needs falcons. I don't know.
AV taking that nice, safe expansion, and it's extended the one that was a little bit further ahead. ZenoAkoop's already slightly ahead in economy. He got his expansion out a little bit faster. We passed that 5-minute mark, so the original 4 bases of each player's main have farmed out. They're not producing anymore and cannot be rebuilt. Look at the army value. ZenoAkoop slightly ahead. We'll see if he manages to burst down enough with these falcons, whether it won't be enough. 12 squirrels to 9. So ZenoAkoop slightly ahead with 3 more squirrels.
AVUltima's just taking the time to try and get ahead in econ right now. He's trying to get ahead in econ. He's building 4 farms on his base. But if there's a fight, I think Zeno's going to definitely come ahead. He's got more army value, but not just that. He's got the counter army.
Right.
In my opinion, he's got the better counter army. He's got the skunk with him, and that's going to be better than those falcons, I think, because those skunks just need to lay down their gas. It doesn't matter who they shoot the gas at, as long as this gas goes down, then it's going to be a big deal. But AV needs to be careful because he needs to actually take down the skunks with the falcons. So I think it's going to be a lot more in favor of Zeno.
Right, and Zeno still pulling ahead in terms of economy. We can see him trying to sneak around the back and try and scout some bases there. And AV's just doesn't have those 3 squirrels, and he's behind in economy. He is catching up a little bit now. Just finally filled out that base, but ZenoAkoop's base is already almost fully functioning. So AVUltima needs to build some other unit before he attacks here, or prepare to get hit by ZenoAkoop.
And Zeno's building falcons now. Once those falcons come out, it's surely decisive victory in any fights for Zeno. He's going to have the exact same army as AV, but even more. And now he's building even more squirrels, and AV doesn't have any skunks out. And he's building skunks now, okay? That's definitely what he needs. But he's not going to have enough army value to actually win any fights. He's so behind in terms of army value right now.
I think he needs to build a wolf. We've seen wolf swing matches before, and he's behind in army value so much that he needs something to swing that balance, even with fewer units. But building a wolf would be perfect in this scenario to try and swing this match back into AVUltima's favor. Because ZenoAkoop's just continued to expand here, ahead in army value, way ahead in army value, and ahead in economy.
I don't know if he's going to have enough time, though. Zeno's getting ready to actually go ahead and have a fight. He's been ahead in army value a lot of this amount of time, and look how much he's just gained. He's just had a massive boost in army value, putting down more infrastructure, more warrens now. He can have a fight right now and win it decisively. AV only has 8 farms running, whereas Zeno has 10. He's building that new expansion. He's got AV locked into this position, back near his base.
Army of ZenoAkoop slowly trying to find where that weak point is. Unfortunately, I think the weak point is the front of the army. Trying to build some machine gun turrets here to contain AVUltima even more.
Oh, he's moving in now.
Fight is down here. Those skunks are in the front line. Both sides getting out a lot of gas. A lot of units from each side going down, but looks like ZenoAkoop slowly pulling ahead. One warren goes down. ZenoAkoop backing off, but I think he definitely won that fight. Look at the army value. He is still ahead.
Yeah, definitely. Being on the aggressive side of a fight like that when you're skunk versus skunk, you definitely want to be there, because those skunks lay down that fire, and look, it took out a pig with one of those skunk gases, and here we go, here's another fight. But AVUltima has nowhere near enough army value to win this.
AVUltima maybe trying to engage in this, but then thinking better of it. His running units start to get taken out, and the rest of his army is going to go down. 4 units streaming in for ZenoAkoop. This does not look good for AVUltima.
Yeah, AVUltima has no Warrens for tier 1s left anymore. He only has 1 Warren of it, and he's rebuilding them, but it's not going to be in time. This game is heavily in favor of Zeno right now. I'd be very surprised if the AV can pull this back. Zeno just has such a big army, and he's building more econ on the back of this.
AVUltima, I think, is going to see this and surrender. So ZenoAkoop taking the first game of this 7-game set of the grand finals. So tense times.
Oh.
Remember,
I don't know how the players are feeling, but I'm definitely feeling very tense. My heart is beating. This is insane amount of games.
Remember,
we've seen
yep.
AV go